Right on time. I do. But boy, right there. Get started. There it goes. Stop. Stop. Ready? Yeah. Shalom, shalom, Joshua Island, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once get out here, pops up down from Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east. Give all praise glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadash, which is Pedro Hebrew tongues, created as their Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, double honors, the apostles, elders, and the great millstone. And shalom to sister brothers living this truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying for themselves the food. Shalom. I come to talk to you today, y'all sure all about what's going on. You got two different realities that's going on right now. You know, you got the truth, and then you got the lie. The majority of Israelites are still caught up in the lie, still caught up in distractions. They're still caught up in what I call a false reality that's been painted and created by Esau Edom, aka the white man. You know, he has Jake caught up in that, you know, in that circle. As far as the believers, you know, we don't operate in that anymore. We're like in a whole different world. You know, you get to like John, when it talks about, you know, his people are not of this world, but we're in the world. You know, you get a good understanding that when you look at what's really going on right here. When I'm talking about this false reality, it's set in folly, it's set in wickedness. You know, it's Esau society, as I'm gonna put it, because it's based on what he wants. And when you know the Bible, say if you read the Bible, especially like the law of Moses, the first couple of books, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, when you learn what the Most High like, you understand the society, American society, Babylonian society is against everything that's in the Bible, which they push out in the whole world. You know, that's that new wine that Esau uses to, you know, defile and manipulate the children of Israel. For example, you got folly, Satan, great dignity, which I'm going to put it out. Then we're going to get into it, pull it out. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Now, a lot of people read that, you know, the eye, like, how can the rich sit in a low place? And they don't understand that. They like, how is folly set in great dignity? Folly means foolishness. When you look at, like Charleston White said in a podcast long ago, when you look at everything the black culture puts out as trash, it's a reason for that. Reason for that is because of what Esau Edom has put on our culture. It's like, for instance, like, you don't know who you are. You say you black, African American. None of those things are what you are. That's what Esau puts on you. And then since he puts it on you, he says, okay, the woman needs to be ratchet. The man needs to be a real nigga. You know, go out, sell drugs, gang bang, mess with your fellow man's woman. For the woman, get you a BBL, act ratchet, talk crazy, spend all your man's money up, and it's be a fool. Like, if you be a fool, Esau will pay you for that, man. You, like, look no further than your Megan the Man, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and they got new ones. Suki Hana, what's her name? Sexy Red. You know, there's the BET Awards acting super ratchet. You know, everything, and it's getting worse. Why? Because we're at the end. So Esau wants the children of Israel to be like fools, man. So when we say folly, set great dignity, that's them. They're on TV. They got millions of dollars. So now they're the default standard of what it means to be a black person. You know, now easy look at us like, you know, why you ain't got your fingernails painted? Drake did his fingernails painted. That's a real man. Snoop did it. You know? Why you not wearing a purse? Yeah, why real men rock purses. Where the Dolce & Gabbana at? Where your Prada at? NBA young boy got his fingernails painted and he over here shooting guns. Why you ain't doing that? Because she said real niggas get their nails painted. Real niggas bend over for their homeboy. Real niggas get their homeboy's head. You know, that's not, they like, they'll hit you with some alphabet agenda stuff. Oh, they say that's bad, but it's really not bad. It's okay to do that. You're experiencing your sexuality. You know, quit being closed-minded. They'll hit you with that. Why? Because the famous men do that. So the famous men are doing that. They are now the standard. So if you are a righteous man, you know, you working a regular 9 to 5, getting by paycheck to paycheck, she'll look down on you as you're nothing. You're lame. You got stability. You're boring. You whack. You know what I'm saying? I want a dude that got the bag, busting his guns, smoke water, do Tony. You want a man like that. Those are real niggas. And that's the standard now. And then you look on the flip side for the woman. They got them degenerate niggas. They want a chick, hey, chick ain't got a BBL, I don't want her. She need a big old, you know, disproportionate butt, disproportionate chest. She need like 2 inches of makeup on her face. She got to wear a wig, long witch nails, and just talk crazy to you. And that's like they would call it bad and bougie. I need me bad and bougie. That song with that Migo.
Yeah.
That's the standard now. It's so bad now that Eve, like, they'll spend all their little money to go get a BBL. They dying. If they can't get the BBLs the rich women get, they're going to Mexico to get cut up. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Republic, they're getting all kind of diseases because the doctor, he just a little backyard witch doctor. Like, oh yeah, I'll put something in your backside. He ain't even certified. This is his first cert. He cutting on stuff that he cutting on.
It's so crazy too.
In your shit. Yeah, he pump it up. Probably some chicken fat.
Like, I remember seeing an article where one of them women got a BBL, and she didn't know that the person that cut her up and gave her fake breast or whatever, he stole her kid. They got shit going on like that.
See, you know what I'm saying? For what? For some vainglory, to be on Instagram to get more likes. That's foolishness, man. At a high level, man. They're like all the Eves that's in the world, they're clout chasing. You look at Zion and his little mess. Mess with these hoes. They just want to get an Israelite man with a lot of money and they clown him and degrade him so they can like leapfrog over him and be like, I'm the stuff. He ain't nothing. He's simple. Look, he sent me $1.2 million. He's garbage. He whack. His stuff is little. She just want to clown him. That's what I'm looking at these little rich Jakes like, why y'all still mess with these wicked Eves, man? Like Brittany Renner, Superhead.
Yeah.
That's looking like Amber Rose. Like, what you think you different? She done already depleted this dude's funds, clowned him, and then you gonna go over there and be next. I'm like, that's what she's known for. Kim Kardashian. I'm like, who wanted to be these hoes?
That Brittany Random shit, that's crazy about her because she actually said Superhead was her role model. And so right off top, that tell you right off top, like she gonna, that's exactly what she gonna be like. She ain't gonna be no wife material. If you got a woman that's saying Superhead is her role model, that's not wife material. That means she want to be a hoe just like her.
And Jackson's messing with her, man. And all she's gonna do is cry. She even said, that's the woman that said, if you want to get a quick check, mess with an athlete. They're very dumb.
Yep.
So as an athlete, I feel like, man, you proving her right. You stupid if you gonna mess with her next. She already said you a fool, you dumb. Then like, real world, you gonna pay her $50,000, $60,000, and all she gonna do is clown you, put all your dirt, your text messages all on, Instagram Live, Facebook, whatever. Like this nigga whack. Look what he said. He sent me flowers. He a lame nigga. And I'm just looking at Jake like, man, y'all stupid, man. 2/3 is real dumb. And that's the foolishness, man. It's repeating itself. And so at some point, you got to look like, that's why you got to thank God for the hopeful elect. If you look at the hopeful elect, you see royalty, man. It's totally different. It's like two different worlds right there. Like, we doing something totally different what the world is doing. Now, when you come in this truth, it ain't going to be glamorous. You're not going to be put on Esau not going to put you on a platform. You're not going to give you millions of dollars. None of that. Anything you're going to get clowned. Them is a hate group. They hate white people. They no good. Oh, they gonna call us bums. Right. They just mad because they broke. So we're winning, we rich.
And that's why that precept said folly is set great dignity and the rich is a low place. So we represent the rich right there. We're the poor who basically speaking with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Yahweh, man. That's the rich. Just like the author mentioned earlier, is that anybody, somebody like us, if we don't follow that agenda, they gonna look at it. They look down upon us. If we don't wear, paint our fingernails, wear heels, they look down upon us, man. And so you should be happy and feel blessed that you're not a part of this wicked ass kingdom, man. This society, man. Because just like Micah said, right? Rise you depart, but this is not your rest. It is polluted, and it shall destroy you. See, if you go along with this society, you will be destroyed, man. Right along with it.
Real quick. This is Proverbs 16:19. It says, it is better to be of the lowly spirit with the poor than to divide the spoils with the proud. It says, better to live humbly with the poor than to spread plunder with the proud.
Hey, that's beautiful right there, because he said it's better to live humbly with the poor. You actually have peace living with the poor, man. You actually have comfort in knowing that the people around you is not going to try to get over on you. That's the beautiful thing right there, man. So it's better to live that way than to live with a bunch of degenerates that's always trying to look to steal shit from you. Cause they trying to look for her. Just like I just mentioned with Brittany Randall, you fuck with her, she gonna throw your business out. You gotta worry about that when you're dealing with people like that, man. That's still preaching right there. Why it's better to live with the poor than to, being with these rich ass people out here.
But except on that point, that's gonna manifest itself during Jacob's trouble. When Esau's society started to crumble and judgment started coming out, everybody gonna try to run over to the righteous fence, and that happens. And that's what a lot of people gonna get rejected. Now what they say, keep that same energy, stay on that side.
Right.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna break down. Like you was flipped up with the wicked, trying to chase the bag, be in the world. This world's about to fade away. You see it crumbling now. The dollar about to go away. So once that happens, everybody gonna be like, oh, dudes we said was whack and lame, those are the real men. That's when that Isaiah 4:1 gonna kick in. Then it's like, man, gonna have his pick of the choice. Like, man, I ain't dealing with you. Nah, man, you can have about 50 different rods in you.
Got to click on real quick since you said that. This is Proverbs 29 and 23. It said, pride bringeth a person low. Like, and just like the brother said, hey, when that time comes, hey, you was in your pride at one point in time, but now you see that your whole world is crumbling up under you. It's gonna bring you low. Now you're gonna be chasing after someone who was lowly, because this the second half of the precept said, pride bringeth a person low, but the lowly in spirit gaineth honor. So, hey, man, as soon as your kingdom crumble and you've been proud with your kingdom, you're gonna be looking for those lowly people. So we're gonna have that honor on us. We're gonna have that stability, that thing on us. You like, damn, there's something about that brother right there, man. And I need to get what he got, because I'm losing it. I'm bugging out. And you got it out.
I got a quick one just to back you up right there. It's Isaiah 13 and 12. And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man being the golden wares of Ophir. You see that? And so that right there is talking about the poor man is gonna become that honor. He's gonna become like gold. He's gonna become better than gold during that time when America started to see his downfall.
There you go, man. And this is Job 15 and 31. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. Meaning that all of these sisters that's getting all these surgeries to get attention, and Jacob's trouble, that same attention that she's getting now, is going to be her downfall.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? Right. Because well, to elaborate even further on that point right there, because you got all those women that gonna try to come out for the lowly, and let's say a woman with BBL trying to come out for a lowly man, he ain't gonna want to deal with her, because if he get up pregnant, that woman ain't gonna be able to breastfeed her baby. You see what I'm saying? Because she done already got it cut out through the BBL, so that's why that's gonna be her downfall, because she went along with the whole world, thinking that it's going to benefit her in the end, but really it destroyed it.
Chase that vainglory, but that precept hit real hard.
Right.
Chase advantages, and it was for nothing. And the real thing she cut out because she didn't know it was the real thing.
Yeah.
Because the world doesn't value nothing real. The world values everything that's fake. Because it's like Esau. And plus brothers ain't gonna want chicks with BBL. This stuff look ugly to me. I'm like, what happened to working out? Nobody want no fake plastic stuff. So that right there gonna get you disqualified on top. Because it shows your vanity. It's like a badge of honor in that day. You're gonna see the BBL like, oh, helpful, you done. You the lady just said, somebody want you, man. Hey, you better make it. Hey, go to Esau to save you. That's what you look for from the gate. And like I said, man, it's gonna go to their disadvantage to say they doing all this stuff to make themselves look better. These little UN troops, they're gonna see that chick too, like, hey man, I want that chick right there, bring her over for the squad. Then she gonna wish she wouldn't have got that. Like, damn, I wish I was been humble and lowly. Now it don't look so good to look good. Now I'm like on the menu for all these foreign dudes, and that's how it's gonna roll out, man. He was like, man, go get that big right there, that big old thing right there, man. I want to see if I can pop it. Looking for luxuries over there. So it was all for vanity, man, all for nothing, and it's gonna go against her as it go to the end times. First of all, hopefully, Lake Man ain't gonna want you. Like, only the wicked, degenerate man is gonna want you. And then you ain't gonna be able to decide, like, I don't want to mess with you. Like, right now, women are riding in the carousel, and the minute the carousel gonna ride them. By them UN troops. They gonna be, hey, it's my turn. I'm getting a turn. They all gonna be about, like, might be 50 men lined up. The whole squad about to get it. They go out, lock some others up, come right back to her, get strapped with her legs open. They said, things about to get crucial out here, man.
I got a quick precept on that because he said, America, aka Babylon the Great. When I mentioned America, aka Babylon the Great, does not value the truth. This is Nahum 3:1. And it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. And it says, the prey departed not. You see, and that's the society in America, aka Babylon the Great. Their foundation is based on lies. You see that? And that's why it don't value the truth. And so, Yahweh Shah said, woe into that city. So that city that's all full of lies and robbery, it's about to lead right down to that destruction.
Got a quick one to back you up. This is Isaiah 5:20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good,
Man,
and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
it's beautiful right there. He said that's everything upside down right there. And so everything about to be turned right side up. You know, and the righteous is gonna be exalted when its time comes. You see that?
It said, woe unto them that put call evil good and good evil. So, hey man, it's gonna be a time to that when your folly run out, that you was calling good, that was really evil. Hey, it's gonna be woe unto you, and woe means bad times, evil. Hey, destruction, man.
Sorrow, like you gonna be feeling that sorrow, that pain, and hurt. And
It's coming soon.
oh yeah, that's when Yahweh Shah said, go call on your guys who you called on. No, that's what he gonna say to you. He ain't gonna come. He gonna turn his back on you, especially if you're a Hebrew Israelite.
About two sides to a coin. Because I've got this right here. This is Isaiah 65:8. Thus said the Lord, as a new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So I'll do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. So the hope elect are gonna get that, that divine protection. They're gonna get that salvation through Yahweh Shah. Why? Because that's that new wine in there, that righteous wine. That's the ones that got the testimony of Yahweh Shah. That's the ones that keep the commandments. Those are the ones coming back into their royalty. Those are the ones that know they Hebrew Israelites and they're doing like Hebrew Israelites, following laws and commandments. Those right there, the Lord gonna use that to dictate and set up the whole kingdom based off of those men and those righteous women and children that get salvation as well. So you got the majority of Israel gonna get destroyed on this side, but then there's gonna be a small group, like you said, a cluster that's gonna get salvation, man. And that's how we are all trying to, make ourselves fit to be a part of the whole elect. That's why scripture say, put on therefore like the elect. If you want to be saved, you want to get that salvation, man, you got to do what the Lord said do. You got to get right. You can't get out there chase the bag bill of the world and think you're going to holler on Jesus to be saved. It don't work like that. But saying Jesus is the wrong name anyway. That ain't even his name. That's what the world mostly calls him. They say that's because they haven't went through Isaiah 1 and 3. They have not considered who they are yet. They ain't set down. That's why Esau got so many distractions running right now. He wants to keep Jake constantly bombarded with distractions and look over here, look at this, look at that, to where they can't never sit down quiet and reflect on who am I? Where did I come from? What am I supposed to do here? Why am I here? They never ask those big questions. If you ask those big questions, it takes you down a rabbit hole of discovery, which is the first thing. That's like your light coming on. And like to do that, you got to be holy. You got to separate from the world. If you run around the world, run around a bunch of, ratchet females or a bunch of rowdy niggas, you'll never, they ain't about slowing down. They got ADD or something. They got to constantly move over here, go get that, do this, do that, I noticed when I was younger, man, them niggas like they never slow down. They always got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. That's so you never get time to reflect.
You just got to tell who they are, too, because that's why they got them rings around their eyes, because they rest. That's what a lot of people that run around like that, they're very restless if you really think about it, man. They don't take the, they barely sleep. That's another thing.
Bad to them. They say sleep is bad. They used to be like, I used to get into it from young dudes. They be like, yeah, Jay over there sleeping. They like, yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm supposed to, man. Don't get the fuck away from me, man. They act like sleep is bad. I'm looking at my brother out of the humble, like, you going to sleep. I'm like, man, you need sleep. Y'all need to go to sleep, man. So I say that's right, because they feel like sleep is bad. And they got to always like go from one mischief to the next mischief. And they never sit down to think about it. They don't even think. I noticed the 2/3 is all about instinct. Whatever they feel, whatever feels right, it's like they chasing their emotions. Now, women, they naturally do that. But as a man, that is not a good way of living, man. You're going to be destroyed being like that. As a man, you're supposed to be able to sit down, reflect, and have some reason and some thought process. Yeah, you need to sit down and think about that. It ain't about just your emotions and running off. I feel like this. I'm gonna do this because it feels good. I'm gonna go do now. You need to sit down and think about something, man. Think about why the world roll the way it do. Why is it operate like that? Why are those people at the bottom? Why they gotta sell out to get to the top? You know, think about what happened in slavery. What was this doing for slavery? Think about some stuff. That's one thing. Like Eve doesn't like a thinking man. I noticed that too. Like if you think, hey, are you a nerd? Are you a smart nigga? Are you read? Oh, this nigga's a nerd. This nigga, no, I can't mess with this nigga. I gotta go get me a real nigga. Where little Ray Ray at? Little 47 at?
You got straight A's, nigga?
Yeah, that's whack to them, man. They don't know nothing about reading, no reflection, no deep thought. You can't have a deep conversation with no two-thirds, especially a woman. There ain't nothing swirling around in there. There's a bunch of makeup, Instagram likes.
Man, you say one thing deep to them, man, it'll go completely over their head. They ain't gonna even know. They ain't gonna be able to comprehend what you're trying to tell them.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like they ain't got nothing going, man. You know, 2/3 dude ain't hardly got nothing going either though. But like, they ain't as bad as I know. Eve is like, God, deep. Like they are totally filled with Babylon program. That's all that's in there. Get likes, get some good food, jump on a ride, repeat, look up who got the most likes, who's popular, repeat, do that again. Get some makeup. What's the latest fashion? But they chase the world. I noticed, yeah, you look into Eve's mind, right, you see nothing but the world. Straight worldly programming. You know, nothing of you know what I'm saying? Most of them, you got some Eves that's getting back right, but most Eves is straight worldly programming. Like you don't see nothing of no abstract thought. No, have you even read a book, helpful in your life since you got grown? Like there's nothing, no financial, nothing.
You own a book? You at least got a little
there's nothing there. Like you ever wonder why they keep gunning us down? Police keep gunning us down for and how did nothing happen? Like, damn, do you ever sit down to think about anything? You know, you talk to them, you just heard they just blab out about worldly stuff. And like I said, you bring some spiritual, it's like a malfunction or something. They'll look crazy and they go back into what you think I should get my nails done? Would this color weave look good like this? What you think on me? Like, god damn, I can't chill with you like that, man.
Back to you like, is anybody home in there? Really, you knocking on the door, is anybody there? Man, it's dark in there, man, in their mind.
Say that's scripture right there. Hey, they dwell in darkness, man. And they like it. So you come with some light, man. They look at you like, man, something wrong. It's kind of like when somebody in the dark flip the light off, they get angry, turn that light on like a vampire or something, man. So they like we got light in us, man. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh with God. And your average Israelite, I'm gonna say period, man and woman, they don't want to receive that light. They don't like it. They like when Esau described. Esau make it easy. Esau, he feeds their lust, they flesh. Esau go for the flesh. And they got used to that. So that's how they operate. So when you bring out anything like, you know, spirituality, man, they ain't rolling with that. Back on you, I'm back. They ain't rolling with that, man. And I said I done got real, like, as you get, like, when you long in this truth, you start realizing who to get the truth to and who not. Start getting, like, wise about that. Like, you'll hear Jake out, and if everything he's talking about is worldly, he don't need to bring him no spirituality telling me a Hebrew Israelite. Man, he gonna become an enemy, man. He gonna be, no, we all God's children. And now you're gonna be clashing. You know, so I'm at the point now, like, you kind of, like, everybody in their lots, really. You really think about it. You know, we might have some come in, you know, last minute, but mostly everybody's in their lots right now. You can tell that by their ways. You tell by, you know, what they talk about. Are they having an upright conversation? No, man. They talk about, man, Chris Paul just went to Golden State, man. What they gonna do? Hey, man, little Ray got a bag over there, man. Hey, he weak, man. We can take his bag, and I can sell that stuff. I deserve it. I run the 4-7 block, not him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna double up with me so we can sell this work? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they can have you all a straight mission, man.
Right here. It's I'm gonna read Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. And it said, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in power of his might. In the power of his might. And it said, put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see that? And that point right there, he said, put on the whole armor of the Most High. And that whole armor is basically wisdom. All right. And so when you put on that armor, and then it says, so you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The word wiles goes into strategy, the distraction of the devil. All right. And then it says, but we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, and that's the society that we're living in right here. That's spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, you got people in the higher seat that actually practice witchcraft. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, those concerts, you know, a lot of those celebrities, that's witchcraft going on in those concerts. See, that's spiritual wickedness in high places right there. And so when you put on this whole armor of Yahweh Shah, then you'll be able to see that, oh shit, that man's wicked. And just like the Aki said right there, you can actually discern who you can actually give wisdom to. You know, as the scripture said, Yahweh Shah even said, give not what is holy unto the dog. You see, when you go into that scripture, it actually telling you, you have to do discernment and tell who you can talk to about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Prayer to the swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. This goes to show, like he was saying with Eve, how the whole point we work to mold ourselves into the image of the Most High. They mold themselves. They spend their time molding themselves in the image of Esau in the world.
Right.
And this is Romans 1:22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Verse 23, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to the corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things.
And that's perfect. I like that precinct pool because what they did is, I noticed in America, intelligence equated to how much money you got.
Right.
So say if this Jake got $50 million, even though he wicked and dumb as all outdoors, got Down syndrome, all that, they'll say he's smart because Esau done laced him up with $50 million.
Lord Mayweather.
Exactly. He can't even read out loud.
And the real freeway Ricky Wall, they glorify him. That man couldn't even read.
Yeah. But they say he's smart though because he had money. He became famous. So in the world, he's made wise. Like they'll go to him, they'll want to get wisdom from him versus somebody that can understand the scriptures like us. You know, they'll count us stupid. But they like, man, you living paycheck to paycheck. You ain't got no racks on racks. You dumb. I'm gonna go to Floyd. I want to be like Floyd. So that's that folly state and great dignity. And that's how Esau ruled right there. Like Jake don't know what is what no more. Jake is in a total state of confusion. The 2/3 are because they don't know what's reality. They don't know what's fake. So they gravitate to what's fake. That's real to them. You know, Momo Jake got a lot of money. He even say that's a real man. Like Kevin Sands been his whole podcast off that. A high value man. Him a high value man is a man that got a lot of money. Really, that's not true. And when society crashes, the women gonna learn that's not true. They like, shit, he was high value in the society. But once the society crashed, where is his real value at now?
That's why.
Because he got a lot of money don't mean he's high value. But in the world he is.
What's that in Proverbs where it said riches profit not in the day of wrath?
Yeah, I want to say 11:4.
Yeah, see that's exactly what he's talking about. But I got a quick precept right there that'll back you up. This is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 13, and verse 23. And it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, what he said. They install it to the cloud, but if the poor man speaks, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbles, they will help to overthrow him.
Ooh, that's true. That's so true, man. That's why the scriptures reign supreme right there. If you come loaded like we coming loaded like the Howard Shah, they looking, man, we done had an Eve call the police on us. They don't want us out here doing this. They're like, I wish you'd shut up. You ruining my day with that. They said, I've been told what I'm saying is negativity. It's negative. Hate speech. Yeah, I'm like, damn, so the truth is negative. When the truth turns negative because you don't like it, you know? So everything about to flip, it's about to reverse in a minute, man. The Lord is like, he's done with the play. He want righteousness to reign out. Right now, wickedness is reigning supreme. It's raining out big time now, too. I feel like wickedness is at its peak. You know, you got kids calling themselves non-binary. You got alphabet agenda is like I almost trying to take over, like to be the #1, you know, sexual lifestyle. You know what I really think about? That's why they banging, having wars. They talking about we're here, we're queer, we're coming to take your children. Yeah. I'm like, that's a war declaration right there. Yeah. You know? So it's about to be a war, man. And it's about to be a war of evil versus wickedness. And our Lord told us, hate the evil. So we don't like Esau's kingdom, man. We looking to be holy, looking to get up out of here. We looking for the destruction of this place. It needs to be destroyed. It's Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. You know?
I got another quick one back you up. This is James chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Ooh, that's big. And see, Eve searches out men that's friends with the world. Men that got high status in the world. So she goes against that precept right there. Men too. You know, you got a lot of Israelite men, they like groupies. They like, shit, Big Floyd, man. Floyd got the money. I'm going over here. Like, I heard Tony Yayo say 50 Cent slapped him in front of a group of people because he didn't know what had been rolled up in the blunt, man. He talked like, I was happy for 50 doing me like that. I'm rich because of him. Like, man, to me, he was like a big old dick riding session, how he said that. I'm like, hold up, man. What the?
That man violates you in front of everybody.
Yeah. So you doing that because he get paid? Like, what type of stuff is that, man? You got a lot of Israelite men are in that Tony Yayo spirit, man. They'll navigate to another Jake because you got a lot of money, a lot of status. I'm more like a female to me, man. I'm like, man, if he doing you like that, tell her what else I'm doing to you. He said, I was happy he did me like that. I don't know what was in it. Because of 50, I got a house. Because of 50, I got a car. Because of 50, I got a career. 50 is everything to me. Like, that's almost like his God. You know what I'm saying? I heard 50 Cent say that. 50 Cent said, I'm God to these niggas. You know? Why? Because he got a lot of money. You know? And that's how Esau is to the wicked 2/3, man. They have no king but Caesar, man. They tell you, oh, dude, you did a lesson on that. You like, don't be talking about the white man's downfall. The white man's downfall is your downfall. Like, fool, no, it ain't. No, we ain't connected to this wicked dude. We want this dude to go out the way. That's two different realities right there. Now they take talk in his face. I don't speak and think like that. I want Esau to go down. You know? I'm over here, I'm like, Lord, please take him down now. He over here, don't be wishing for that. And then remember the days who ride with him. Tell him, uncle, you tell him, yeah. You tell him again, old school. I'm like, man, all these niggas whack, man. And that's what Eve, she'll go for men like that, because that's her mentality as well. I can't wish for the white man's downfall, because that's my downfall. Because Eve done got everything she got based on Esau. He gave her to live together abroad. She get to be the biggest rat she want to be. And then, like friends, we talking about that before we over there, Kenny, Kiki apartment situation. Like, they'll talk bad about you if you try to tell your woman to be righteous and decent. That's bad. They'll blame you up. Let her be a rat. Let her be ratchet. She liberated. She need to leave him. You know, so they promote ratchet lifestyle, which why now we got like 15 ratchet female rappers now. I'm like, golly, they got first we growing up, this is Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Now it's like 20 of them suckers, man. They look like they bringing more in the gate. I'm like, man, so ain't no realness coming in at all. It's straight fake vanity, ratchetness coming through the floodgate, man. It's so bad that, you know, men got a higher level of intellect than women do. They going, I'm getting my passport. They going overseas, getting Filipinos and stuff like that, which I don't blame them. Now, me, myself, I'm a chariot, man. I'm waiting on the chariot. But they don't know you bring that chick over here, she can get the foul too. But Jake is trying to find a solution.
Really, if they go on to the next country, that's why, you know, Micah 2:10, when it says rise ye and depart, it's not literal. It's basically spiritually. Your mind got to be departed from this world. But if you going over there, you still gonna face the same captivity that Esau Edom gonna, you know, put on. But he's going to home. That's the other thing Jake don't worry about. You know, they don't think about either.
You got Middle Eastern women taking off their hijab and putting on, and they twerking. They make twerk videos too. I'm like, the Middle Eastern women making twerk videos. All that, we at the end.
Yeah.
We at the end, man. Yeah. It's over with. Them was the ones used to have they couldn't even look they dude in the eyes. They got they little makeup kit on. Like they twerking.
You go in Iran, they got that alphabet agenda over there in Iran and countries like that. You know, Ukraine. I remember seeing a video where one of them Ukraine women bucking up to a soldier. All right, man, you know that's feminine. Yeah. That's deep.
I said that's all European countries run like that. The biggest war on the face of the planet is Edomite women. Mm-hmm. That don't surprise me, Ukraine. But that's them. But now what surprised the Middle Eastern women doing that?
Yeah.
They usually in subjection. You know, Ishmael don't play that. Like they'll put they women to death if they like couple you trying to read and drive. You know, they don't play that. Ashley Foot don't play that either. That's why Esau now having a hard time over there trying to conquer Africa. They president starting to wake up like, hey man, we want no more agenda.
Right.
Got our women acting all, we not used to our women, like you can't go to Africa. Like let an American woman, that's why the passport women having problems.
Yeah.
They going to Africa and actually put over there like, wow. Yeah, you don't talk to Mustafa Love like that. You look at that ground, talk to me again like that. I smack the shit out of you. Yeah, they don't say, hey, they can't do that. They're like that. I can't do what men do. Like, I gotta act right when I go overseas, these other men. I don't do that here in America, Babylon. That's what they get. You can't do passport stuff. They go on the passports, they try to get away from you. You can't do that.
Yeah, but they
Don't no men want you, American woman, Babylonian woman.
And I seen commentary section, man, you got some dude from London like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with them Western ass woman. They say that.
Yeah, nobody want no American woman. Like, Esau Edom made the Babylonian American woman the worst woman on the face of the planet, man. She's ratchet to the highest level. She's nowhere near submissive. She'll talk noise to you. She looks to destroy you. Really, it'd be foolish to mess with, to like marry and be close with an American woman. I consider that foolishness right about now, especially if you're rich.
She got 100,000 bodies on her.
Exactly.
Like, she can't pair by.
So, and then you got she coming for the bag. She'll say sweet nothings in your ear. You get married, she's gonna divorce you because she want to get back on the carousel, and now she got the money to do it. I got $50 million. I'm gonna pay my little pool boy, big muscle dude, to come and, do what I need to do with him. Thanks to, I done took over dude's money. So, like, it'd really be foolish, man, to be serious with a Babylonian woman to be right about now. And, like, the worst ones that's like that is your Eve, man. Your 2/3 Eve. She is totally whacked out right now, man. Esau like, yeah, be like that. You the woman. He basically throwing money at her like she a stripper. You think about all them getting a record contract, getting these deals. That's Esau like her, man. Be ratchet, do all this. And then, like, when she get about 50, she start crying, realizing, like, oh, he done played me. I ain't no strong, independent woman. I want a man. Anybody want to be a man to me? Everybody like, no. She can't buy a man no more, man. He get the money, he gone. Like, help, I don't want you either. That's making, it's a whole new, that red pill movement. Hey, that mug is so big right now, even Edomite women hopping on the wave. But let me talk good stuff and say what men want. Give me a lot of views and likes. Like, it's the whole, when you look at YouTube, everybody got a podcast getting on the win. That red pill movement is like, hey, that's how I know as we get to the end. Now, it's like, it's changed. You got a lot of women now speaking that stuff, which I don't buy them, though. They convenience anyway, but they all speaking that good stuff now. Now they realize that that's how you know Yahusha is winning. That's how you know that. Now they got to admit, like, yeah, we was wrong. Feminism tricked us. Anybody come clean this mess up? I got about 5 kids. My looks is depleted. My BBL, I had to, take that stuff out, poison in my body. Can y'all please take me back? I do this, I do that. And dude's like, man, hey, man, I'm stick a fork in your butt. And that's why, hey, you righteous sisters out there that's doing right, man, you going to shine. You going to shine big time. You ahead of the game. I'm pulling this up right here. This Jeremiah 2:21. Yeah, I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant, a strange vine unto me? That's 2/3, man. Y'all be trying looking like, man, what the heck is non-binary? What the heck is this? I did not set out Israel to be like this. How y'all go from royalty to being straight garbage, trash, court jesters, and clowns? How did that happen? So Lord, like, I'm gonna just like rinse them all the way away. You only looking for royalty, man. And when you look at the royalty of our nation, if you look at all these churches that's around these different cities, the sisters coming into righteousness, being quiet, logging on, not saying nothing. Hey, man, you see, man, it looking glorious, man. Like, you see that nation popping. That's how I know we're at the end, too. And now you see all the hope and black. See your new rulers. The Apostle Elders, Great Millstone on down, brother, teach that, the same doctrine. You can see the nation coming back. You see the house of David popping up. And the house of David, hey, it's gold coming out of there, man. I done listened to a lot of good lessons like gold to me, man. I'm like, oh, man, hey, I hit it right there. Like, oh, man, that was straight good right there. Hey, good food. It's rejuvenate you. It's making it where the hope leg can navigate the Babylon Great easy. Why? I'm at work. I'm listening to lessons all day long. So all that little BS, it don't bother me, man. So no sway. I'm in a happy mood. I'm good. I'm seeing the monetary system of Babylon Great going down. I'm seeing these jakes get destroyed, the 2/3, and everything is working. I'm like, yes, man. Yes, man. Get cooled down. Esau chemtrailing. They talking about global warming, like all these things is like good to me. I'm like, yes, man, the Lord is finally taking this place down. And I see, the royalty of our nation starting to show itself. That increases your faith. You're like, okay, I ain't in this thing by myself. There's other brothers and sisters in this truth too. We all going through it. We're not by ourselves, man. We just scattered, but we ain't by ourselves in this. Do you see it in a nation that you see the righteous nation is totally different from the wicked nation? You look at how the apostle elders do their Passover. It's totally different than these other groups and what the world is doing. A lot of us ain't out here in the clubs. We ain't out here partying like a rock star. We're maybe doing edifying lessons, feeding the nation, edifying one another, talking to one another, building each other up through the spirit, and the faith is increasing. We all doing better, man. We doing things differently. I look at like what I do now versus what I did 10 years ago. It's a big difference, man. We walking in the light. I now know who I am. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know it's what's required of me. I know what my power like. So now I'm not in a state of being lost no more. I'm not looking over here. Am I this? What am I supposed to be doing? Now it's like, now I know. So now we just waiting on the judgment to commence. Waiting on the prophecy to really take hold. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Puts you in a calm state of mind. That's why, what's that, Isaiah 33:6? Hey, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the spilling at times. What's the paraphrase? If I go get that. Hey, we stable. Hey, you look at 2/3, they're not stable, man. They panic. I know every little thing that happens when they look up in their phone. Dude came to me at work, man. What's this about CBDC, man? They gonna make the currency be digital? No, man, I like cash, man. Can't be doing that, man. Dude went through a whole pit. And I'm looking like, man, this dude ain't gonna make it, man. He going crazy. I'm an arc. I'm looking at him like, they're gonna make the cash digital. They don't give a damn what you like. They damn if you want cash. Who are you? He had a nervous breakdown at the job. One day he had a nervous breakdown because his lights wasn't coming on fast enough. The light came on, they went off, but it just had him in a bad mood, man. Very bad mood. So 2/3, man, being lost is gonna be very detrimental to their well-being, man. Especially when Esau, really locks his place down, bring them UN troops. They're gonna run right to him. Real easy. They're gonna put a bulwark. Come here. I got food, water, shelter. They're gonna go there. They're gonna slam the doors on them. They're gonna say, hey, man, sit in that chair. You gotta do this. They're like, dang, man, I paid taxes. I was a good nigga. This how you gonna do me? I did everything you said do. And now you gonna sit me down and do me like this. He's like, yeah. Don't you know I've been trying to kill you? It's kind of like they're saying, like, what was that? The person that say that snake and the snake bit him. They're like, you knew I was a snake. That's your fault. That's what Esau gonna tell him. Like, shit, hey, man, I've been doing this to you, your people, your ancestors, and your people forever. So you should have been knew that. You stupid. So, man, stick out your arm so I can put this in you. That's your fault. And we're gonna be looking like it is your fault. I mean, they showed you they hate you. I mean, I could do a little bit of history. They never liked you.
You want to follow their program.
Exactly. You're gonna follow it to your death.
I got that Isaiah 33, 6 for you. So I'll go ahead and read it. I'm gonna start at verse 5. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 5. And it said, the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. In verse 6, and he says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, is his treasure.
Woo, that's so big. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that should be the strength of our salvation. That's so true, man. I said nothing beats the wisdom and understanding of the Bible. Nothing beats that, man. Once you got that and you fully understand it, it's gonna bring a calmness to you. You're gonna feel good about your life. You're gonna start believing that your Yahweh is gonna save you. So you ain't gonna be out here in a panic mode. Or I gotta doomsday prep, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. They coming, you ain't gonna be all panicking and stuff. Man, Lord God, man.
You ain't gonna be seeking Esau's treasure. You're gonna be seeking the fear of the Lord, because that's the real treasure right there. Esau's treasure ain't Esau, what he give you ain't gonna compute or equate to what the Lord can give. That's the true elect right there. They see that. They like, this shit is temporary. This shit gonna be gone. This shit is crumbling right before my eyes.
Now, like I said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So, like, when you are going through something, when something do happen occur to you, you got to plan on top of it. You see, that's stability right there. You're calm. You be like, okay, just for example, when I mentioned that when we went through that Jericho win out here in Tulsa, a lot of Jakes were bugging out because they liked us out. Well, the ones who had their wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shah, they were thankful because they were like, okay, well, if I ain't got to worry about my food because I can go take it over to somebody else's house, or I got a way to get a generator. You know, that's just stability. You know, that's basically Yahweh Shah will give you that knowledge to be able to get you out of whatever situation you might be in. With that 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, the Lord will not suffer you above what you are able. And he said, with patience, he will give you the way to escape. You know, Luke the paraphrase. And that's why we trust in the Lord Yahweh Shah with all our heart. Because we know for a fact that he's gonna get us out of that situation no matter what come upon us.
You know, like how he put it out there, man. When Esau gonna get you, gonna lead to death. Anything Esau get you, Esau synonymous with death.
Right.
So whatever Esau give you is gonna be bad for you. Esau gonna get you poison. Sorry gonna get you. Anything gonna get you. From the MOTB to what they say, gift destroyed the heart. Esau give you some money, it's gonna come in lost in relations with that. He's gonna watch you. Really ain't even giving you no money. He leasing you some money. He giving you a loan.
Right.
You gotta pay it back. And a lot of dudes in the record don't understand. That's why all them go broke. Because Esau do it to you. He said, oh man, you owe back tax. So you on the hook. You better give me $21 million, you going to jail. You're like, God dang, dude, I thought my accountant covered that. Woo-woo. Like Esau, like, I got you. So Esau doesn't give you anything that's gonna benefit you because he can't. You know, if he does, he did it unknowing. Esau wants to give you stuff that destroys you. And because that's how he is. He's not even with death. Everything he got is poison.
That's why he's known as the serpent in the Bible, man. That's exactly why he's known as the serpent. You know, he's a literal snake. You know, basically everything he does, just like the doctor said, it's gonna be poison. You know, so that's gonna lead you to your death. It's gonna lead you. Everything he does is gonna lead you right down that destruction.
God, that's his role and promise is to be that, is to do that. You know, there's the vessels fitted for the wrath of destruction. You know, when you read the Romans and see that's Esau don't care about Esau, and like his number one plan is to destroy the children of Israel. Like our people don't even know that. You in the crosshairs with a certain group of people. You know, they don't want you to thrive. Look at Black Wall Street. They want you to suffer, man. They want us to be like warm bonded slaves. It's just the Lord's Spirit is so strong they couldn't keep us in that mode no more. They give us a little bit of freedom, but we still in economic bondage though. That's why we don't have no banks, we don't have no school system, we don't have no post office, nothing that like Jake owned that's of any importance in Babylon the Great. All of this Tulsa owned by Esau, and he dictates that to Jake, like. And then how you move up in Esau's system, you gotta coon it up. You gotta be Sambo. You know, if you Sambo, you be like me, I let you move up a little bit. And see, a lot of easy true dudes like that, like shit, he's better in society. He's making it better in status. So I got me a good man. I know your dude wicked, don't know shit. You know, a lot of he's gonna be destroyed because when they thought they had a man, they're gonna find out he's not a man. They can trouble here, he gonna get to screaming like a little girl. They're like, dang, man, I thought you was 6'3", 260-pound dude. I thought you was a man. He gonna be he gonna be pushing her in the way. Do something about it, baby. You the woman.
I got a quick one because this is the definition of a man, really. This is Matthew 5, Matthew 5. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. It says, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And it says, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Mm-hmm. So, hey, man, hey, blessed are those, man, because if you meek and you humble, hey, man, hey, if you ain't following after the suggestions of Esau, hey, you're going to be good, man. If you get caught up in that and let Esau trick you, that serpent trick you, hey, you're going to think you're good right now. Yeah, you're going to be good for now. Before, hey, here in a second, hey, you're going to be in bad political case.
Yeah. That's all it is, man. Like we say, the serpent beguiled Eve. He's still doing that to this day. And when you think about it, like that's symbolic too, when you look at it from a deep perspective. But that's what he did to us as a nation. You know, we compare it to a woman as a nation. That serpent beguiled that whole nation. But there's a whole like there's a remnant that's not rolling with it, man. They like, nigga, you ain't my savior, you ain't my master, man. Ain't no sweet baby Jesus over here. I'm talking about your house shot, man. My savior look like me, he a brown man. So we casting up all the Babylonian ways and customs, man. which we gonna bring that devil great wrath if you don't like it, man. Like, hold up, why this group ain't doing what I say do? Why this group over here worshiping him, his real name, and worship him in all true sincerity? I don't like that. And I think because of this group, that's why my stuff is being destroyed. So Johnson, what plans you got for this group right here? Everything he throw out the hope we leg, man, it's like we hurling over that stuff. Like, man, I don't know what we gonna do about this group, man. They ain't going for none of the propaganda. They ain't listening to the media. Hey, at the point, he going to come in his hard body. That's why we know it's coming. He going to just come like, bring the soldiers, bring the troops. You got to come hard body, man. That's your only, and that ain't even gonna work. You know, the Lord might, hey, bring one chariot. Alpha Bravo team ain't gonna make it back to the base. You know, our brother might get his spiritual power standard get lifted up. You know, he might go incredible hope on, you know, Alpha Bravo team.
Got I had a quick one right here to back up everything. Y'all pretty much both get preached down anyway. But it's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1. And it said, but of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Verse 3, it said, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as dwell upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. And see that right there, going back to those two-thirds men at the